Ostara, or Easter, or the spring equinox, well, whatever you want to call it, it's coming up in a few days at time of filming, and I'm going to get the video out before, hopefully. Now, it's a pagan holiday, you could say. It's a pagan tradition. The spring equinox obviously is going to happen for everyone, but Ostara and the word Easter comes from pagan tradition. Now, given the last sabbat that happened was Imbolc, about a month or so ago, I uploaded a video explaining what I will do for Imbolc. Imbolc is a Celtic fire festival, mainly centred around the goddess Brigid. And this is the next sabbat, Ostara. And for me, I don't follow the Wheel of the Year like a lot of other pagans do. The Wheel of the Year, it's heavily rooted in Celtic paganism and in Wiccan practices as well. And I'm neither of those things. So I don't really follow it all that much. I live it like all of us. The year ticks by. My favourite one is Samhain or Halloween time. Well, that's about it, really. I'll observe things, yes, but I don't strictly follow each one. However, people always ask me for my opinion, and like I said in my Imbolc video, there are many witches on here that do a better job than me covering what the sabbats are and what to traditionally do and things like this. Ginny Mentherol, I think that's how you say her name, she is good at that. She does that. If you want to learn in that regard, go check her out, or someone else. There's a million videos out there, and I don't want to be like everyone else, because I'm not like everyone else. I'm uniquely me, and you're uniquely you as well. But I'll give you my 2 cents, because something has just happened as well, so this is kind of personal, but I'm going to explain to you some things what I'll probably words even, be doing for Ostara. And it's freaky, some of the timing that's happened. And you might see I've got an egg in my hand, so we'll get into it, right? Okay, so if you're new here, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. I'm Sarah, that divination witch. I hope you stick around. The channel is a safe space and witchy community. If you want to join, hit subscribe. You can ask questions here, nothing silly, alright? We don't judge, so ask. And if you want to support me and the channel further, I've got readings all linked below. Got a shop and Etsy, got Patreon as well. This year, 2025, we're going through the Year of the Dark Goddess on Patreon. So that means we're exploring each archetype, well, different sides of her every month. And we are stepping into our power. So it's path working, shadow work, rituals, all around that sort of thing. So go check it out if you're interested, okay? Thanks. So yes, some things have happened that I'm like, okay. Now, this is pretty personal. Before I get into the personal side, I'll give you a brief rundown, I suppose. Like I said, go check out the other YouTubers if you really want to learn, okay? But Ostara, or Easter, is a fertility festival, okay? It's the signalling of spring coming, of new life. The Germanic goddess Easter, it's spelled Eostre, I believe, off the top of my head. She was once the figurehead of that, still is. She represents fertility, new life, rebirth. That's where you get your Easter bunnies from that tradition. Even your Easter eggs. Eggs are a symbol of fertility and new life and rebirth. And that's what spring is all about in all cultures across the world. The world's waking up again. Babies are being born. Flowers are blooming. Life is being breathed into the world again. So that's what it's about. It's a celebration of life. And it's an age-old thing. I'll quickly spit this out. But a lot of pagans, not everyone, but a lot do say the Christians stole it from us. Look, let them do what they want. Their tale of Jesus being resurrected, it's not unique. There are other deities or figures that have been resurrected, like Osiris, Balder, Dionysus, Mithras. There's many throughout different mythologies that have different holidays around the rebirth time. So let it be. That's all I say. Live and let live, all right? We're not here to spread hate. So that's where you get your Easter from. And Jesus, the whole rebirth thing, is linked in with the pagan holiday of rebirth anyways. So it's all linked together. No one's stealing anything. We're just working together, right? Now, the first thing, this happened a little while ago. This is a personal story. So this little egg in my hand, it is not a yoni egg, if you know what that is. Yeah, Google it if you don't. I don't want to get demonetized. Right, this little egg. Can you see it? It's onyx, I believe. Right. I bought this when I was a kid, and it came back to me. It's funny how things work. So my grandma, who died in 2018, which her death, she wasn't the first person I've ever lost, but her death was the catalyst of my spiritual awakening, because a lot of bad things happened around that time as well. So this was hers. I bought it for her. When I was a kid, I can't remember, and I wish I could. I think it was Cyprus, but I was either in Cyprus or Spain, and I used to love getting souvenirs for people if I'd been on holiday, you know, kind of cute, if I do say so myself. This little egg, I got my grandma and my nana. It's my nana that died. My grandma is still hanging on, but she's got dementia. It's a thing. Let's not talk about dementia right now. But yeah, this had a little turtle stand, and it was like a little turtle with the crystal on, and I picked the ones that looked like this because I remember, when you just have memories as a kid thinking that looks like a planet. It maybe looks better in real life, in person, but I thought it looked like Jupiter or something, or Saturn, you know, as a kid. That's why I picked that one. I liked it. So obviously she's gone, and been gone quite a few years now. I've got a couple of things of hers, you know, just memories. And my dad, because it was his mum, had this egg, and well, he had 3. I think she had 3, but I bought this one. He didn't know I bought it, and he said, "These eggs keep rolling everywhere." And I know you like your crystals, so do you want them? And I went, "I don't want all of them, but I'll have that one because I bought it." And he was shocked that I bought it originally. I'm like, yeah, I did. And it's kind of came full circle. And I just have a feeling the eggs keep rolling round because it's my grandma or my nana being like, sort your shit out, to my dad. Like a bit of a message. And it just felt nice to have this back. It means something to me, and it's an egg. So this is why I'm telling you the story, because I'm going to do something with the egg at the spring equinox, because it is rebirth, and it's funny that she's passed, and it's like a new life, a new lease of life for the little egg. And speaking of rebirth, my little pet, oh, don't smash my phone. The egg just landed on my phone. Sorry, my pet just hopped up beside me too. I don't ever show the pet because there's wicked witches out there. That's all I'll say. But yeah, so I will be doing something with the egg around rebirth. I don't know exactly what yet. It will come to me, but I'm planning to do that on the spring equinox. That was the first thing I wanted to tell you all, my chaotic sabbat observation. On a personal level as well, I've mentioned it on the channel. I haven't gone too much in depth, and I do need to update Patreon, because I did say I would be updating you guys on my journey, because I think helping others, like the words, I basically think I can help others by sharing my journey. So my journey is going through the Cliphothic right now. And I kind of did it out of order. It's a whole thing. I've got videos about it. I didn't even expect to be doing the Cliphothic, to be honest. I wanted to start with the Tree of Life, and that was a whole thing. So anyways, when you go through the Cliphothic, I've got a book next to me here. Here, this, if anyone's ever interested in Cliphothic work, this is the best book you can get. It's not edgelordy, he knows his shit. He's a Swedish occultist, Thomas Carlson. He doesn't seem like a douche. Anyways, right. Don't lose your place in this book. I'm trying to show you guys something. Very organised, aren't I? Not. Okay, so here we go. This is the Cliphothic, right? Oh, poke your eye out. Don't poke your eye out, I mean. Start there, go here. And then you're meant to go to Samael next, okay? So you go Namar, Lilith, Samael, then to Arab Zarak. I didn't, did I? I went to this, then Arab Zarak, and now I crossed over this way to Samael. And I've been in Samael for a while, and I'm getting a bit frustrated. Let me tell you, when you go through these things, these initiations, it's not just rituals, it's not just astral work. Things crop up in your everyday life that piss you off, that trigger you, that you've got to deal with. An example on the channel, me responding to Melinda, the mystical idiot. Yeah. Go look at it if you want. The woman that calls me a Satanist and did an awful video about me. I don't care anymore. That's why I called her a name, because I'm petty at this point, because she's petty. But anyways, that came up because in Samael's sphere, he's known as the poison of God. And what he is teaching me right now is you have to purge the poison. Me as a person, I've always took the high road. I've always let things go. But things annoy me. I'm just human. You'll all be the same. We all have things that annoy us or pee us off. But I've always just went, oh, let them get on with it. I'm better than that, you know, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm not doing that anymore because sometimes that doesn't help. Holding on to these things, which I have been doing subconsciously, it doesn't help. It makes you feel 10 times worse. You hold on to the poison, you don't purge it, you know. So that's why I did that video, and I've been going through that. Now bear with me, talking about annoyances. Talking about annoyances, the pet has just chewed my window blind. So this is what I'm going through. In his sphere, the little fucking... the energies of anger are coming out because I hold on to too much, because I rise above it all the time. That becomes poison. You got to let it go. All right. So with that in mind, I'm getting frustrated. Examples just happened on camera. I'm getting really frustrated because I'm stuck in this energy. If you're a woman, if I say it's like having permanent PMS, it's horrible. So I'm like, when's this going to be over? It's tiring, right? It's tiring. It's horrible, to be honest. As much as I love doing this experience because it's for my benefit and stuff, and no disrespect, bloody hell is it tough. It's frustrating. So today I've had something happen this morning, and I came back home, had a little nap, right? And the nap got disturbed as well, so that lasted like 20 minutes. But in the little nap, I had a dream where it was my right hand, and here was the Berkana rune. If you don't know what the Berkana rune is, I even drew it in my little notebook. It's that. It's part of the Harold Bluetooth symbol. He was a real guy, by the way. Anyways, yes. And I'm like, what? Now, I know runes, hence I knew the name of it, but I can't remember every single meaning because I don't read with them as regular as I should. So, looking it up, it's linked with Freyr and Frigg. It's a symbol of rebirth, symbol of the birch tree. It's linked with magic. It's linked with entering another world. It's linked with strength, love, bringing life when there is no life. And then I felt an energy around me, and I knew it was a goddess. And I thought, is it a Norse goddess? Is it Hel, or even Frigg? Because Frigg is my ancestral matron. But it wasn't. And long story short, it was Morana. And she's still around right now. Now, Morana goes by many different names. Morana is one, Marzana, Mara. She's an Eastern European goddess from Slavic mythologies. So depending on the country, the culture, her name is slightly different depending on where. Now, I've met her several times for other people, and she does remind me of Hecate. I always knew she was a goddess of winter time, and a goddess that's linked with magic and death because of the winter time, hence rebirth, hence the rune dream, right? But even though that's the case, there was more to her that I am going to be sharing with you. So she sent me the dream, and while I was reading with her, I won't tell you what the reading was because it's personal, but she gave me some advice while being in this Samael sphere. She just came to me and gave me some advice. So she sent me the dream, and I didn't realise in her mythology, I only knew the basics about her, but in her mythology, because I had YouTube videos on about her while we were reading together, she told me to do that, so it was just random ones. She was in love with the sun god Dasborg, and for whatever reason, he burned her. He was a dick, sorry. He burned her, and she had to go to the underworld to live, essentially, hence her getting her death epithet. And her death epithet rules over lost souls, just like Hecate, hence the resonance there. And every spring, summer solstice, what's coming up, Easter, what I've just been talking about, she was celebrated then. I always knew they would either burn an effigy of her or drown an effigy of her to represent springtime coming. So winter's dying, you know. But I didn't realise it's kind of like a parallel of Persephone in a way, and it is an army too, of like going back into the underworld, a descent. And so that happens on the spring equinox. That's it. Not the summer, but it's spring, Sarah. God's sake. Now, it's funny as well because that was mentioned, and then in another YouTube video as well, just another synchronicity I want to tell you guys, is how a woman was talking about her, saying that she was going to share a message about a goddess called Rhiannon. Now, at time of filming, it probably won't go out before this video because of the order I put things in. But I've actually spoke with Rhiannon for you guys. I've got a reading to come out, and I did a video about the song, which is when she came to me and stuff like this. And that was just yesterday at time of filming. And this woman said on her YouTube video, she had planned on doing a video of Rhiannon, and then she got inspired to talk about Mara or Morana. And I'm like, oh, the synchronicity with that. And then another synchronicity kind of information for you all to look at. The woman explained how there was a civilization in Eastern Europe, I'm just looking at my notes, that I haven't heard of. It's Neolithic. Probably why. But it was a sophisticated Neolithic civilization called, and I'll put it on the screen, please remember. If I don't, I'll link it in the comments or something. Cucuteni Tripilia. And they were people that were found around Moldova, Ukraine, Romania area of the world. They were very sophisticated. And I looked into them, I'm like, wow. They had modern technology, as in like things that they shouldn't have had in that day and age, like pottery wheels and things like more sophisticated. They was said to be a matriarchal society, and they worship different goddesses, and there's evidence of goddess worship there, primordial goddess worships, like women were in power essentially. So there's something in that, and I didn't know anything about them. So I'll link the Wikipedia either in the description or the comments if you want to have a look. But that really interested me too. So this is my long, convoluted thing that I'm telling you. It's not really about Easter per se, apart from this is going to be my Ostara Easter time. So my Ostara Easter time is going to be me doing something with my ancestral egg from my teenage years. I bought as a kid. I'm sure I was like 13 or something when we went there. So I'll be doing something with that. And right now I'm with Mara. I don't know what I keep going. Morana. I'm with this goddess right now. I'll do a reading for you guys too. I'm sure she wouldn't mind. She is clearly helping me right now, and I'm grateful for that. She might stick around because it's in 3 days at time of filming, so I might be doing something with her. Another little factoid about me: I do have some Eastern European ancestry, not as strong as my Danish ancestry, and I found out my great grandfather is Welsh. So I've got British obviously in me, but I also have a past life from that area of the world, one of several that I've had. Try not to focus too much on past lives because we can get lost in the source a bit, I feel. But yeah, I have a past life in Eastern Europe. So interesting. I may be doing something with her. So there you go. A sabbat doesn't look the same for everyone, all right? You don't have to follow a tradition. You don't have to do the thing the way that the people say. There's no rules to this. It's your life, your path. Do what you feel's right. Many a year, I forget. The ones I mainly celebrate are, like I say, Samhain, and that's just because the time of the year the veil's thinner. Beltane, it's thinner as well, so I quite like that one too. And Yule, because, well, everyone does with Christmas time. Even if you're not a Christian, it's a commercial thing these days. But I do try, and it depends on my energy levels, but I try and respect more Nordic things. I observe Yule. I have a Yule goat. You can get them in IKEA if you're interested. Things like that. Anyways, ramble over. That's the thing. That's the stuff. Hope you found it interesting. That's an update on me, my path, my life, my egg. Enjoy. Yeah, if you liked it, you know what to do. Hit subscribe. Check out my channel for all sorts about paganism, witchcraft, all that jazzy jazz. And until next time, stay safe, stay witchy. Bye.